Mi voz, mi vida, Latino college students tell their life stories by Daniela Barrientos, post-university. Overview. Amid the flurry of debates about immigration, poverty, and education in the United States, the stories in Mi Voz, Mi Vida allows us to reflect on how young people who might be most affected by the results of these debates navigate through American society. The 15 Latino college students who tell their stories in this book come from a variety of socioeconomic, regional, and family backgrounds. They are young men and women of Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Dominican, Central America, and South America descent. Their insights are both balanced and frank, blending personal, anecdotal, political, and cultural viewpoints. Their engaging stories detail their students' personal struggles with issues such as identity and biculturalism, family dynamics, religion, poverty, stereotypes, and the value of education. Okay, so how these books talk about multicultural education? This book throughout they provide insights into issues of racial identity in contemporary American among a minority population that is very much in the news. This book gives educators, students, and their families a clear view of the experience of Latino students adapting into a challenging educational environment and a cultural context, Dartmouth College, often very different from their childhood ones. So here we're going to be answering some questions, and the first one is what voices resonate with you? The voices that resonated with me are found in the chapter 2 of the book called Biculturalism on Both Sides of the Border. Because I can relate to these stories because just like them, I have family here and there, and I also have half of my heart here and there. So many of the decisions I make daily can have an impact on my well-being and in my family, both here and in my home country. The second question is, what challenges and opportunities did the student face? Challenges like language barriers. Some students were born here in the US, and some had to learn the language to be able to navigate their context. Second, concept looking for better family opportunities to get ahead. Challenging neighborhoods or difficult context, and the type of school they attended, the limited care of the family or their family order of the people who care for the students during their childhood and adolescence. And opportunities like having access to more opportunities for had been born or brought up to the privileged country as the United States, access to many government aids to have a better quality of life, being able to build long-term wealth, meet new cultures, and learn to respect everyone equally, and achieve their dreams and write a new story. The third question is, using our ratings and discussions, what would and could you do to assist these students to be successful socially and academically? So socially, as a teacher, support their families through active participation in activities, lessons, and displays that reflect and celebrate diversity. Also provide families with easy to understand information about their immigration legal rights and services in their primary language, and ensure that teachers and other members of the school respect everyone. And academically, supporting strategies like through motivation, attitudes, and affection to sensitize the students to learn. Cognitive strategies integrate students' previous knowledge with the new ones through repetition, selection of topics, and elaboration of pleasant tasks for them. And metacognitive strategies through recognizing how easy or difficult it is for the students to perform tasks and self-assess. What is the issue of the book means to society nowadays? How the perspective of the students in educational, legislative, family, social, cultural issues are experienced in vulnerable and strong people who live many changes both in their being, in their inside, and in the context that means everything around them. This is what I have learned from this book. I'm sure I'll be accepted, but I don't think I'll fit in. This is taken from page 126. After reading this book, I saw that many of the stories of these students reflect my story as a student in my country and then as a student here in the United States, which was and continues to be a challenge for me because it is about proving myself all I can do and that I can fulfill my dreams, my purposes, my goals, that my family is supporting me, my teachers, and the people I work with. In a certain way, I could experience a reset in my life while arriving to this country. I was full of dreams, previous experiences, and a well-placed expectations. But culturally, there is a cultural and language shock. I have felt discriminated due to the way I look, very Latina, and talk because of my accent. In addition, thanks to the differences, I can feel part of my community that has welcomed me because of who I am and not because of how I look. I continue to have very high expectations, many dreams to fulfill as a teacher, as a woman, as a daughter, and as a person with a great service to humanity that day by day I put into action. So here you find some references. And thank you so much. Do you have any questions? Please feel free to send me an email to Daniela at Barrientos at students@post@edu. Thank you so much.